Hey everyone, it's Matt, aka Tech Ranger, and today I'm actually going to be taking a look at a gaming monitor, the Titan Army P27GR gaming monitor. It's 1440p and it's got a Fast IPS display. PC focused, but you can use it on the console to get 120 Hz. If you have a PC, you can hit that 180 Hz. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to set that up with the Xbox. Titan Army actually sent this monitor out to me for review, but all the opinions shared in this video are my own. I've watched a lot of content with this, and then I've also played a lot of games with it. So hopefully this will help you decide whether or not it's worth picking up, since it's only around $200. If you have any questions about the monitor itself, you can leave those in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. But with that out of the way, let's take a look at the Titan Army P27GR gaming monitor. Kudos for the model name not being super long. Before we jump into the monitor settings themselves, we need to actually set up the monitor. We have a DisplayPort cable in the box. This monitor is more geared towards PC gaming, and DisplayPort is what you would use. Hitting that max refresh rate of 180 Hz would only be possible on the PC. An HDMI connection to like an Xbox or a PS5, for example, you'll only be able to hit 120 Hz. Putting this together is pretty simple. You take this piece and put it on the base. If you need to take it apart, there is a locking mechanism on the bottom of the base. If you have a monitor arm or don't have a need for the stand, there is a vase mount on the back. It's 100 by 100 millimeters. The ports are clearly labeled, which is really nice. The only caveat with that is that this is kind of recessed in a little bit, so you'll still have to turn around the monitor to actually see what you're doing. A lot of other monitors have a little joystick on the bottom. This one actually has physical buttons. The button on the left here that has a little circle, that's going to bring up your on-screen display, where you'll be able to access all the features on the monitor. It's a pretty good looking monitor, and it doesn't look super out of place on the desk. On that note, you can tilt this monitor forward or backward depending on your setup. One last note is that there are no speakers on this monitor. However, there is an audio option in the on-screen settings. That means if you have a speaker plugged in via the aux port on the monitor, you'll be able to control the audio there. And now we get to the fun part, which is setting it up to actually game on it and then changing some of the settings. So I have an Xbox, so we're going to show how to set this up for 1440p, 120 Hz on the Xbox. Go to your display settings and just select those options, 1440p and 120 Hz. It's really simple out of the box. It seems to be kind of plug and play. However, that doesn't actually turn on variable refresh rate. Variable refresh rate, FreeSync, G-Sync, what that does is actually keep the monitor refresh rate in sync with your Xbox so the screen doesn't look like it tears. So if you want to take advantage of games that use an uncapped option like Starfield, for example, or Fallout 4, you will need to actually turn on this adaptive sync option, which will then allow you to turn on the variable refresh rate option in your console if it's not already active. So now let's talk about some picture settings. Out of the box, I think the settings are pretty good right off the bat, but you might want to just change a couple things. For me, the default tint of the color was warm, and I generally like a cooler picture. I'd recommend at least going to normal, and then you can tweak this further by hitting the custom setting. On any picture mode you choose, you can go in and change individual settings for that one picture mode. A few of the options that are different on this monitor is the CR enhancement option. This seems like a different type of contrast control, which will actually change shadows, although there is a shadow quality option as well that you can actually increase or decrease. In my experience, the backlight does show on the monitor, but it's not going to be a big deal breaker as long as you don't have the sun shining on the monitor. It is an IPS display and it's not a VA, so the contrast won't be as good, but the settings kind of make up for it. If you don't want to just increase the saturation outright, there is a color control here that you can also change the levels of. There's a super resolution option as well, which seems like a form of sharpness, so you probably want to use this loosely, no pun intended, as that can introduce artifacts depending on what you're looking at, as in making things look a lot more fuzzier than they are. Lastly, there is this dynamic overdrive option. This will help with the responsiveness of your monitor. Now, obviously, all the footage in this video is taken with an iPhone, so it's not going to look all that great, but I can tell you that the monitor performs really well already. The default setting was already on level 1. I don't know if this is super necessary unless you're playing on a PC and are playing at a higher frame rate, as in the full 180 Hz. Just know that if you increase the levels, the picture quality can degrade if you go too high. And that was my look at the Titan Army P27GR gaming monitor, and it is sold out on the website when I recorded the video, but it is on Amazon as well, and you might even get it a little cheaper. I wasn't able to get this XPX mode to work on the Xbox. I did reach out to Titan Army about this, and I will update the description if I find out anything new. Let me know if you guys have a gaming monitor right now, if you're playing at 120 Hz, whether you're 1080p or 1440p. If you have a question about anything that I did not cover, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.